Well, hello, welcome back. Best of the best practitioners of love and light. Who are my most ethical ones? By ethical, I mean, you can say it with me. We reciprocate equally our best and always. Now today, I wanted to jump on after the little voluntary settlement conference thing, which was like, 15, 16 minutes long? Dude, my ex-lawyer, really took me for a ride billing me how he did. Because if it only took 15 or 16 minutes to get... Oh my gosh. That is ridiculous. That is highway robbery. That is worse, actually. That is worse. If anybody should be liable for criminal activity, I would say anyone who follows the suit of my ex-lawyer. Seriously. Serious bullshit. Spirit, I am so sorry that I have to start off this way. Please set me correct if you need to. If I need to. Not if you need to, but if I need to be corrected. Okay? Because you gotta do what you gotta do. But for me, I'm still learning here. So let's go with the Tarot of the Spirit by Pamela Joy and Joyce Eakins. Now this though has been cropped, so hopefully I can get it together. Figure this one out. Oh, did I put it all in? Oh, they're all in uprights. Oh, dang. No. This is the one that isn't cropped. I'm super excited. I'm super excited for this one. Yay. I love it. I mean, they're cropped on the sides, I guess. Are they? Yes, they are. Just on the sides. Excellent. That means I got them used. Previously loved. All right. So I'm about to start from scratch, start from anew. I mean, I got a flavor for that once my ex left, just like after the last voluntary settlement conference, January. What was it? Yeah, he just mid-January, just said he wasn't coming back. Then he snuck in a couple times to get his highly prized possessions and his weed and whatever else. Dude. Okay, let's just not talk about that stuff because, it gets old, It gets old. So, Spirit. So I decided to take a break and do some other things and load some other stuff and just recalibrate, clean up, and made a meal with the kids for dinner, and it turned out awesome. So, super glad about that. Checked on the plants, this and that, and did some responsible things today. I know I was a little antisocial, so I apologize if any emails were sent or any messages or anything like that, so I apologize. But I think you understand and you have some patience, but I just... I need some alone time right now with the things that I'm doing and warming myself up to. Goodness. Well, it's wonderful, I'd have to say, looking at near-death experiences that recently hit my feed. And just looking at how there's so much more out there, once you pass on, you you realize how minuscule all of these little things are, even when people are trying to be bullies. And they insist on being bullies and just being really dorks to the universe, honestly. They can't even represent themselves well. So, just a huge embarrassment on mankind. And so, you have to realize that's them. That's not us. And all of these accusations, all of the lists and all of the attempts that they're, you know, posing as a trial to you is like, okay, well, let's go ahead and reposition myself for a second. Because, like, I know that's meant for good reason. Not that it's, not that their claims are valid, but the hidden messaging in it, like there's something due from me that's like far greater than this like little stuff, you know. So I'm trying to be very easygoing with this, and it's always a triumph when I can kind of, what do you call it, not be triggered by these ongoings, you know. I realized, wow, I allowed for that. I allowed for the possibility of that every single day until I finally did not. And that's such a great accomplishment. Like, I don't care who the fuck you are, whatever anybody else has to say about it. I just know that was a huge accomplishment. And so, like, nothing can take that away. Like, even, like, not having enough money to, you know, not be in arrears. That doesn't even take away the good vibes of the very best decision. That tells me I didn't sell out. I didn't degrade my worth to say that that was okay for another day. So that's very, very amazing. They want me to slim down on the explicatives. But yeah, I mean, that's excellent. So I totally forgot where we were going to go with asking about this stuff. Oh, other energies are coming up again. And, what did you want to say about that? 7 of Cups. So there's so much more possibilities here. I mean, the options that I have are very much guarded by the all-seeing eye. In fact, fueled by the all-seeing eye. Do you know how freaking... This is the first time that I've ever seen this card or taken notice of it. But to my recollection, the first time I've ever received this card from this deck. To see that... all 7 cups are being fueled by the all-seeing eye is freaking amazing. It's beyond the veil. The options that I have, the possibilities are endless. If I have the all-seeing eye, that shit is bottomless. And then it's just boundless. Let's say boundless. Therefore, cannot be bound. Yeah, it cannot be binded. It's like the Phoenix energy for reals. Or even Wanda, the Scarlet Witch. Interesting. I mean, all of these like prime figures, like the Avatar and... Oh my gosh, I just said it on the bottom, insight. That's crazy. They both have the gift of sight and vision and boundless opportunity, boundless potential. That's crazy. Just tapped in. That's insane. Okay. So, like, to look above the situation, because you are, Tina. Tina. You're definitely above it. They just don't want you to realize it. That's all. That's all. Silly. Oh, I fixed my necklace because it was starting to get tangled up, and I've been looking out for trying to put this on, like, for the past, I don't know, year and a half already, and I finally put it on, and I love it, but I've been called to do it, and fix the cording on this, and I did it. I love it because this is like leftover from the bracelets that I had fixed too, and just like the odds and ends. It's perfect because I feel the energy in it, and it's happy. It's happy. Let me see here. Yeah. It's happy. Okay. All right. All right, Spirit. Jesus Christ, I welcome you in formally, especially with this new Jack. Love it. Thank you to the souls that passed this on over. Your love is received very well. Thank you. I don't know how much it was, but like it was definitely not retail. I think I've paid retail on maybe, I don't know, 2 decks ever. All right. What do we got here? We got Ace of Water. We got Ace of Cups. We got 2 of Cups, too. You know what that is? That's 3 of Cups. Well celebrated, Tina. And things are looking up for you. You've got the Ace of Cups, the refresher. You're an open channel. And also, you're drawing in the essence of celebration. Sacred chord and an open channel. You know what that it means? It's like nanu. Chords. It's like being the operator, for sure. Instead of being the operations assistant to any execs or chiefs, I am the freaking operator. Not just the operator of a company, of an entity, but of the collective. I mean, that's freaking awesome. So, in sum, already within 3 cards, we've got the 10 of Cups right here. Well, thank you so very much. This is happiness. This is a fulfillment. This is achievement. This is in the here, in the now. This is wonderful. Oh my gosh, the open channel has a dove like that is backing this, you know, that's shouldering this pentacle, which is almost like like a solar eclipse if you really look at that. There's a lot of hope beyond the horizon. And even if it looks bleak because the sun is completely covered, it doesn't diminish its sentience. That this alignment is meant for a change of perspectives. To see what the difference is like in this light and in that, and how other sentience responds to it kind of candidly. Okay. That's very good. So this is very good right now. I just loaded something about like wearing shades or something. Or I'm just about to. I'm working on something about, I think it's for the 18th of June. Shades. Like, yeah, I think it's something that I'm working on right now. Okay. Anyway, High Priestess, the Empress, and the Emperor. 2, 3, and 4. This is no coincidence. Whether new deck or not, this was meant to come out. This is excellence. This is absolute ownership within like the highest ranking student, within like the head of her empire, within like both feminine and masculine pursuits. This is so abundant. This is super abundant. So I have all the support that I could possibly need, and they're no longer underground. This is no longer, we're not talking about untapped potential here now. We're talking about stuff that has risen to the surface. I'm hearing riveted. It's riveting. This kundalini type of energy has risen. So looking at this, I have all the support that I could need that are surfacing. You know, they're making themselves known. I mean, I can't tell you, I can't drop names, and even if I had the names to drop, I wouldn't be dropping them because I'm not supposed to. It's like, who's Banksy, you know? It's similar to that. Like, you have a certain, and undoubted respect for other sentients that you're not going to dig into, you're not going to exploit their energy, okay? It's just a blessing to like come across that energy because you know that you're also giving off those same vibes. So this is excellent. I don't know what else to say. I mean, this is spirit right behind me. And, what did I say? The goddess as well. Like frontlining me. That's crazy. They're super duper protected. I don't even know what happened today, dude. Like, seriously. Spirit, what particularly happened today in order for, was it that realization or something? Because like it is a really important understanding, comprehension, where you're not just going to cognitively know, where you're not just told these things, or that you're just personally reaffirming to yourself. It's something completely different in its experience. Yeah. Like the comparability of that solar eclipse energy, just knowing that like somebody's trying to dim your shine by like getting in front of you so that they can be seen first, and that they're going to be believed as the truth and solely nothing else but the truth. You know, why would you let that dim your shine? You know, why would you let that affect your very being? It's just that depiction, that delivery is only within a singular point of view, really. It has nothing to do with, like, it doesn't need to alter your experience. You know, let's say others believed that, you know, the sun was taken away. That you are not who you are just because somebody else stood in front of you, and somebody else wanted the spotlight, basically, or the spot, even if there was no light. If nobody else could have the light, that they were going to at least have the spot. You know, it's either them or nobody. And you know, you got to realize that's like classic storytelling, you know. So, let's say others mistakenly believe those things. They were told something different. They were shown something different. like, their belief system doesn't need to affect how I see myself, as a son. Something just got in between us. That's a matter of fact. That's a physical, raw matter of fact. And then if you look at all of the intangible factors, you realize there's nothing to dispute. Energy is energy, so that kind of energy is distributed throughout. That's their own doing, that's their own karma. So, the best thing to do is detach from it, which is where we're at right now. Fantastic. Okay, so let's keep going with this energy. This super abundant card's like, for real. Goodness gracious. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we got the Chariot, Strength, the Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, and Karma. So I know that I know what people are gonna say, but this is how it is, man. This is how it is. These are like, are you just giving me the best cards in the major arcana, Spirit? Like, seriously, all we need now is the star, the sun. I'm just okay. So I'm told to look at this. Okay. No. Okay. What? Okay. So I will just look at this first. Okay. What is it? Spirit's like saying bullseye. Regardless, you're a radar. You're an open radar. Anytime anyone tries to target you, you are able to hone in on that first. It's like you can feel the vibrations of energy before, like the intention, the seed of intention, before it's transitioned into physical or even sometimes vocal action. Whoa, my goodness. All fire energy. Yeah. So what shifted towards me? 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Yeah, whether wands or swords energy, I can sense this. I have elevated magnificently. This is awesome. I have to say, I know I'm trying to, I'm trying to pace myself right now. Sometimes I try to shoo some stuff out the door with my work here, and they, my teams don't want me to make it like a mechanical process where it's just processing stuff. They don't want me doing that. They want me to savor all of these things. But I'm super duper excited for when things get really, really, really moving with, becoming financially stable and having a savings account and, and just I'm paying off some things. Seriously, to pay off a credit card or 2 or 3 or all 5 or 6, however many there are. Dude, seriously, I know I'm gonna go way beyond that, but it's just gonna feel so rewarding to be able to lighten the load on all that stuff. And there's going to be so much more learning opportunity with those that I would be working with. So or like the type of clientele that I would have. I mean, it is definitely a learning experience, expansion. Like I'm, yeah. So Spirit's okay with me getting excited about those things, even though it's not like within the now. It's at least uplifting me to the point where I'm not like, oh, so how is this going to happen? You know, like removing that skepticism is like you're doing wonders for yourself, you know. Having that skepticism is almost like binding your higher self, like handcuffing them, you know. So you don't want to do that. You want to like go with the other kind of cuffing season. You know? Alright, Spirit, what do you want to say? Like, is there anything else that you want to add? Like, things are, like, I realize also, for the past couple of weeks at least, with being flexible and all of that, the messagings or like the downloads and the channels like are coming through like it's different. It's different. It's not just coming in like on how do I say it? They're doing Easter egg scavenger hunts with me. So it's not like I could say, oh, thank you to my divine crew for these because it came on my feed like immediately after in sequence or whatever. It's not just that. Like they actively make me go on a little freaking hunt. It's so weird. It's so crazy. Like I'll have like a little like tip of the tongue phenomenon. Then it sounds like this, but then it actually looks like that, and then there it is. It's so weird. It's fun actually. So I don't know who's on my team, but they're good. They're good. So thank you. Okay. 7 of Fire. Courage. Okay. They said like ease up a little because you have that inner compass that's fueled by your solar plexus chakra, Tina. I mean, look at that. Right there is the jewel. It's the medallion. It is the talisman that's guiding you. It's your inner compass that makes it like, that's why just you gotta ease up a little, Tina. Okay, have a little patience in yourself. You know, that's like kind of like the 7 of Pentacles right here too. It's like flying a kite. Once you ease up a bit on yourself, like you shouldn't make it like, don't make it that difficult. Okay, it's not a formula. It's not something that you can just punch in numbers to. 7 of Fire is the 7 of Wands. So when we're looking at that, they've got pentacle energy on the very, like basically, crowning their wands. So all are activated, but for self, I mean, we have that centerpiece right there, which is, basically the head of the table. And so you got to set the example, Tina. You got to set the example for others, for other leaders who are also leaders within their own leagues, that you have to treat it like flying a kite. You just got to go with it. And it's kind of it's like catch and release, but also push and pull communications when you're up in the air. And when you catch the wind, it's like catching a fish. So you have to release a little, but then there's also the tugging in order for it to, you know, let it do its thing when you're doing the thing. So that's very interesting. I like it. So just have courage. And, you know, courage is basically when you're going on a journey, you're like a backpacker, being the supreme minimalist, to get the maximum out of your journey. The confidence that you have when you fully engage with that, with whatever you come across, there's always going to be that essence of courage. like, dare I do this? Dare I take that path? Or, but it's not being like stupid about it. It's, I think, the people that I'm going to be coming across are those that, survived quite a bit, you know. Yeah. I mean, I don't think Spirit's going to make me go through all of the trials and tribulations that my clientele are going through. But Spirit is going to equip me with enough experiences to enrich my knowledge and expand my ability to be open. Expand my ability to open to hearing others out and understand where they're coming from without actually having to live that life. That there's going to be some realm of comparability or even compassion alone, like just being there for someone and being divinely like dropped with information for them to find peace in. So that's where I feel like my life is heading to right now. That these things, these toils of people being jealous and getting really sick because somebody can't deal with what they're not doing in life, and whatever the causations are, it's going to be a thing of the past. Like, it's going to be a non-issue. There's bigger things in life, and the more they contend with me, the more they contend with themselves, and it just makes it harder for them. Like the challenges are reflected back upon them. I'm hearing hold on real quick. Like Affleck. I almost said Affleck, yeah. So it's like an insurance policy, basically. Give me a second. I need to plug in my phone. There we go. All right. So is there anything else that you want to say, Spirit? I mean, I feel like that's all good. I feel like it's all good right here. I feel like that card is actually Judgment accentuated. Oh, they want me to get that one. 2 of Wands and 3 of Wands. So, Spirit is saying the only sentience that you're contending with is yourself. You're just competing with yourself, Tina. That's it. So, competition is different from conflict. That's what Spirit is wanting me to recognize, that there should be no inner conflict or inner reserves about what I can accomplish, because this is just competing with self, like just constantly bettering self. We have convergence and the birth of light right here. In some 5 of Wands. We have the butterfly right here too. Hidden there, within its rays. But yeah, it's very well protected. You see the protection rune right here? Okay. So we got that. That's cool. Alright. So next up, we'll look at the bottom of the deck. Oh, it's a Tower card. This is a firm decision. So not only, you know, when we make firm decisions, it's not like always like yay or nay. It's not always like pertaining to another sentience directly. Sometimes it's just like a firm affirmation, like a firm positive affirmation. That's what they're saying on this one. That's why it's so elevated here with all these prime cards. Sometimes it's just looking at everything in totality. You know, like, okay, this is where I stand, and we're not cursing anything that we've experienced, okay? Because we realize that it's it was an agent for change. And so we got around to it, you know. We woke up, we wised up, and what comes beneath that? The star. Okay. So there's a lot of saving grace in here. It makes it look like a ping pong, like a huge game of life, right? I'm going to cut the deck to see what else Spirit has to say. 10 of Cups. 10 of freaking Cups. Holy smokes. Jeez. It's a lot of energy, Spirit. Yeah. Alright. Top of the deck is... Dude, I knew... I felt the Devil card coming. Oh my gosh. I really felt it. I felt it in my stomach. Oh my gosh. This whole time that I was talking about abundant cards, this and that, like even before looking at the bottom of the deck, I was like, when I said abundant cards, I was like, the realization that the Devil card didn't strike. Like, oh my gosh. And then when oh my gosh, I just knew, like, I don't know why, that was insane. The top. That was insane. What? 6 of Wands, glory. Okay, so this is not absolutely bad here. This is like, dude, like going out with a bang, basically. This is highly, this is super accentuated within its, like, grasp, like, of victory, of, like, it's like when you really miss somebody, like, you know when dogs go crazy after they haven't seen their owner in, like, months or years or whatever. It's kind of like that, just like, it's not just exuberance, it's like the biggest hug ever, like, it's completely, like, engrossed in the moment. Whoa. So this is like a big, big life-changing moment. It's huge. I'm going to cut the deck one more time. That is insane. The Death card. Okay. Yeah, it's a life changer. So I think after this dissolution, I mean, Spirit's already saying it's already done. It's already deaded. We're just going through the motions of things. Like, this is like a warning also to those that feel any kind of way in trying to delay the process of its physicality. Spirit's saying that it's already done. We're just, like, checklisting some items. See, this is all busy work. This is paper pushing. But, you know, I'm still meant to do these things. I'm still called to do these things. So there are also backup, there's backup coverage in making this stuff happen. Like, there's other stuff, should anyone attempt to interfere with the process. But they're saying that with this dissolution, like, after it is, the motions are, you know, checklisted, basically, whether by, just they're saying, once they're checklisted, or even waived, that I'm going to see so many facets of myself, like these new angles of myself. There's going to be, it's not just a renewal, it's more like a renewal of mindset and spirit. So things are going to be shown about who I am, what I can do, rather than just be a mirror image of who I was, you know, who I currently just, there's something more. Okay, I'm supposed to split the deck and then do it in reverse. Okay. 3 of Swords in reverse. That's so good. That's so good. I was told to split the deck and put it in reverse. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's so excellent. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's insane. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, and then now I'm going to do the I am one part. Oopsie. That's insane. Okay. So, what have you got for me today, spirits? Anything you would like to emphasize? We have the Prince Stone of Age. I am authority of motivation. Okay, that's Pentacle. Right? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like realizing my light body. That's what it's saying. Like, it's coming back lighter, but it's also knowing, like, myself as a light body. I'm just going to verify from here, okay? Stone of Age. Prince. Involves the beginning of new projects, developments and promotion. Also indicates assistance, young energy, and goodwill. So it's an investment. Oh, the divine sees me as a good investment. So they're investing in me. Those are my sponsors. Because it's in reversal right now. Oh, they're saying, they're reminding me, in order to be self-made, you constantly need to be a self-starter. And there's more to it than that. But it's just a reminder, like, they're not saying anything about what I'm not doing, but just giving me the assist in reminding myself, like, so don't let yourself sit around, like, and think about, like, all of these things that are not worth your time. although there's lessons to be learned in all of that, you've elevated to the point where that other people's problems are not your business, especially when when they're just taking your energy, like in many other facets. So you've already transgressed those trials and tribulations now, Tina. Like we've gone through several revolutions of that, and at this point, involving yourself in any further like elaboration of them, it's almost like putting yourself through the spin cycle. You're going to make yourself dizzy, and instead of just wearing yourself out thin, you're wearing yourself out to dry. So that's for them, the ones that are inflicting that energy. I mean, yeah. Okay. All right. Anything else, Spirit? So they're investing in me, like teaching me other like new schools of thought to expand further. Like I've elevated to a new point of not just discoveries but appreciation, and therefore I can move closer to my purpose. 18, the reactor in reverse. I am master pattern. The reactor, 18, is that the moon card? 16. All right, 15 is the devil. 16 is the tower. 17 is the star. 18 is the moon. 19 is the sun. Yeah, okay. So this is the moon card in reverse. Yeah, it's about setting intentions. I am master pattern. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, new schools of thought. Dude, oh my gosh, this is insane to me. That's insane. I love it. Okay. All right. I mean, when I say insane, I mean like insanely good. Just shorthand version. 2, the mother. It's in reverse. It's I am master creation. Okay. So definitely new school ways of thought. This is like very hidden, ancient, tribal, like we're not just talking about tribal in the way that we understand like hundreds of years ago. We're talking about like things that we don't even have a measurement system for within like primordial energy. This is like not just primordial to who we are as an existence, of primordial as far as the existence of all sentience. That's crazy good. That's crazy good. Like, people wouldn't even think of having the keys to that. Like, it's insane. So, that's reminding me that I also need to be very careful of who that's also to be firm about what other energies I will allow to be around me. That it's okay for me to be straightforward. Like, I don't always have to play nicey nice. If I need to tell people, even including like girls or women who want to try to be very, very close to me in some sneaky way, I don't have to play nicey nice with them. It's like kind of gold digger energy. Doesn't matter how you look at it. It's gold digger energy. So with as much disrespect that I'm given in that intention, I treat them like how pimps treat hoes, basically. It's just, no. So, I mean, I'm speaking in like more grounded terms in order for me to comprehend like how to deal with this energy, because it's a matter of being responsible with that, not being diva, but being responsible about from what I understand about energy. And so that also raises the importance of who I would get involved in on a romantic level, if that was ever to be. And also to be more tight with my circles. Like, who, geez, that's, I mean, Spirit doesn't want me to, like, my teams don't want me to allow, my very, very core teams, my mentors don't want me to, like, agonize over, like, nickel and diming these systems, because I'll automatically be shown how to deal with, like, how to maneuver through them. But it's just to be definitely aware, like, aware of that. Just because that kind of knowledge, what we were just, that's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. Okay. Spell on the 7 of Cups. It is the 2-headed serpent, Queen of Wands in reverse. I am authority of Psyche. Wait, no. 2-headed serpent. I think that's swords. But it's in reverse. Following the High Priestess, dude. Give me a second. Okay, so spiritual consciousness. So that's Wands. Spiritual. So that's, yeah, that is Wands. Why would she say I am authority of Psyche, though? That's different. I would think that would be for mental consciousness, for swords. Maybe it's like laser, like a lightsaber. How the heat is so concentrated that it acts as a blade too. I am authority of Psyche. If it's the Queen. I have this, dude. If it fell on the 7 of Cups, the first card, basically. There's certain, the water keeps coming up strong. Like, they're saying something about how I can oh my gosh, that's crazy. There's something that I can do that nobody else can do. And it's massive. Because if they're saying I am authority of Psyche, and it's the Queen of Wands in reverse, a 2-headed serpent, like, that's a primordial witch right there. Following what we just talked about, that's like deepest, like, pre-Lilith energy. This is like I'm not disgracing Lilith in any way. I'm just saying that this is very ancient energy. And to tap on that first card with, like, limitless possibilities that we just talked about, the all-seeing eye, and her eyes are closed, and there's a ray going down, and then there's also a ray going down too. And then the ray going down over here, like flying a kite. Like there's a medallion there, the Talisman. There's something to, and we just talked about the solar plexus chakra. And how it looks like an open eye also. Like, freaking, what the... This is insane. Dude, I don't even... And when they say, I am authority of psyche, that's like the sword energy, but it's also intuition. And to reach down into the depths of... It's not even untapped potential. It's open. It's here. There's something more to it, but they're not letting me remember it right now. Like her arms are bound, like, I don't know, it looked like her arms were bound in a straitjacket, but she can release them at any time. Oh my gosh, it is like Scarlet, it's like Scarlet Witch energy. Do you see that? Like, do you see that? Or how her hands are like closing to the crown chakra. Oh my goodness, what the heck? And then it says the Ace of holy smokes, the Ace of Wands right there. I am vision and idea. Whoa there. Okay, that's okay. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands. I am decision. So it's true. What I say goes. Okay. That's insane. If that's really what it means. What I say goes. 4, the actor. Did we not just see? Oh, it's a different card system. We have the Emperor in reverse also. So something about taking off the mask but still being in character. I am master power. There's a void right behind the mask. Oh my gosh, this is limitless opportunity and limitless, like, capabilities. And right behind that, stones. Oh my gosh, stone. It's 7 of Pentacles. I am up, I am down. I don't even know what to say. Seriously, this is as above, so below. This is looking at the 7 of Pentacles as a the journey as a progress report. That's hilarious. That's crazy. So Spirit is helping me lay the groundwork. This is crazy. Right behind that, 21, the Virgin in reverse. That's, yeah, helping finish, like, what is it? Close the books. Take care of unfinished business. Like, whatever's in limbo, like, spirits, like, things have been, like, on the back burner for too long. No more, okay? I am master of free will. Yeah, so this is re-engaging people. Including self, obviously. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Right underneath that. Yeah, so it's, planning that. Spirit is planning me in places that have unfinished business with the universes. Okay. 8 of... That's the donor. So that is, I am master of the law. Okay. So this is justice coming. It's coming. I'm hearing justice has like a designated parking spot. So it's always like open to come freely without any calls in advance. They can just drop in at any moment. It's like that special guest, like, you know, senior like plaque or whatever on the reserved parking. Unstoppable is what I'm hearing. Okay, 7 of a pair of tears. I think we got cut. Is that? I think pairs are whatchamacallums. They're supposed to be cup energy, emotional consciousness. Yeah, 7 of Cups. Am I going crazy? 7. No. Why did I? Okay, 7. What? I'm like, master number 77 is here. I don't know how we got to that, but we. Okay, it's center point over here. So, 777, 7 of Cups. Oh, that was the first energy. It's saying, I am sorrow. I don't know why it would say that. I think in looking at the more options you have, the more you have to like know how to say no. I mean, it's not always absolute. Some could be like maybes, but you don't want to get hung up in the maybes. That's how we got so much stuff in limbo, like on the back burner with spirit stuff, you know, with other sentients. So, like, the more you have, the more you have to be able to let go of, like, forego. You learn that, like, in the primaries of economics, and just, like, when you make a decision, you have to forego something else. So, this is a blessing within its, like, face value, but it's also, within that disguise is the element of, like, a bittersweet consciousness and having to say no to others. It's like doing the casting of something. Huh. Okay. So there's truth in that. This is justice coming. So in looking at that, in discerning, what's best for the greatest, you know, for the greatest good, you have to be able to make firm decisions. I mean, it's insane to me that it opened up to justice again. It's infinite. It's ongoing. Yes, we were just talking about that, huh? They're always welcome. So they were going to make another appearance. That's insane. They were just proving a point. That's funny. Okay. So one more. 6 pair of tears. So 6 of Cups in reverse. I am easy. 6 of Cups in reverse. I mean, this deck doesn't read in reversals, at least per book version, but 6 of Cups in reverse. I am easy. So obviously it's saying that I am a complex being, so I don't vibe with all. Like, there's always going to be some triggers, but people will realize in the end. So, yeah. Okay. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is the official comeback. And then I want to look at the other top card. Page of Swords in reverse. Okay. So that energy is always there. What is her claim there? I am authority of ritual. So we have our work cut out for us. I mean, we're teaching different kinds of people who have many different reasons for why they signed up or why they're there. But just to keep going on, like Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I'm authority of production. So with as much as we're able to release, we're also like not going to dish out everything. That's what it's saying. To lighten up our load a bit, you know, because we delivered that major pentacle already. And so the return is meant for us to have a heightened level of discernment. After delivery and after deliverance. Okay. All right, I think that's it. I don't think I want to do the bananagrams right now. I'll probably do that in a part 2. I feel like this was like a good, you know, spot to end on. And for, let's say, okay, for my loyal listeners that are here, positioned here, what card do you have for them to like leave with? Okay. It's solely just for these particular people. We have 2-headed serpent. So it's I am balance. So that is 2 of wands in reverse and 14 the reverser. That's temperance in reverse. I am master prophecy. This is showing me how committed you are within your understanding through other sentience. That you're not here just out of curiosity, but also building and enhancing your own understanding. And this is not purely for self-interest. And what reward you get from that is also in the further understanding of coming into your own. That's what they want me to say. That coming into your own power and progression. It's cutting out to this too. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Am I getting tired here? I think I'm supposed to go to sleep soon. But 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So not having to prove it to anyone. Like, these are your own self-studies and how to better yourself. And so you're granted that. Like, this is coming into your own. That's what they keep saying. 10 of Wands in reverse. It's like releasing the constructs that are outworn, that have burdened you. Like, they're heavy in some, but the point that you're attempting to get across in building something with those sticks, which something about like how in the 3 little pigs that the house of sticks got blown away. Second, I think first one was out of hay or straw. The second one was like, I think, out of sticks or something. So you're not done yet. You're something about, because if that's the second one, then you're more than halfway there. Your own personal success. There's something there. I don't even know how we got that far. Okay, but that's what they're saying. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that. Thank you very much. Super awesome. All right. Thank you to my support. Thank you, Jesus Christ. Let's get one more for Jesus Christ. 5 of Cups in reverse. Okay. So we said goodbye. Now, no more mourning. It is a new morning. It's 12:50 right now. All right, so now it's time to go night-night and have good dreams and plant those seeds of intention. Yeah, so now that this reading is officially over, I thank all my sponsors, my supporters who have donated light and love. In light and love, it is received accordingly and employed just as so, if not amplified. Thank you for respecting my time, my space, my energy, my work, and that of our children's in advance. And now, upon closing all portals, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine, rebuking all other energies who are out of alignment and coming in with an interference, gate crashing with their ill will. All are presented with the essence of their karma, accentuated and rolled out. Yeah. That's all I gotta say about that. And now that this reading is officially over, sending all energies back in light and love. I close all portals now.